This is such a beautiful part of Vienna, Anna. Thank you for showing me around.
You're welcome, Leon. I'm happy to be your personal tour guide for the day.
I've been having a great time. I've noticed that it's very easy to pay for things here. Almost every shop and cafe accepts credit cards.
Yes, that's true. In the city center, you can use your card almost everywhere. It's very convenient for tourists.
It has been. I've hardly used any of the cash I brought with me. But there is one place I want to go this afternoon where I think I will need it.
Oh, where is that?
My friend told me about a small flea market, a Flohmarkt, that happens every Saturday. He said you can find some really unique old things there.
Ah, yes, the one by the Naschmarkt. That's a great flea market. You are right. You will definitely need cash there. The small private sellers won't have card machines.
That's what I thought. And the problem is, I only have British pounds with me. I don't have any euros.
So, you need to exchange your pounds for euros.
Exactly. I need to find a place to change my money.
That's not a problem at all. We can find a place to do that right now. There are a few options.
That's great. I was a bit worried about it. I want to make sure I go to a safe and fair place.
Of course. It's important to know what you are doing so you get a good deal. Let's walk down this street. I know there is a bank and a currency exchange office nearby.
So, what are the different options for exchanging money?
Well, the most common places are banks and special shops called currency exchange offices. In German, they are called a Wechselstube.
Okay, a bank or a currency exchange. Is one better than the other?
Banks are always a very safe and reliable option. The exchange rates are usually fair. The only small problem is that they are only open during normal business hours, and they are closed on Sundays.
We are lucky it's Saturday morning then, so the banks are still open.
We are. The currency exchange offices are often open for longer hours and also on weekends. They are very convenient, but you have to be a little bit more careful.
Careful in what way?
You just need to check the rates and fees carefully. We can talk about that more in a minute.
What about other options? Can I exchange money at my hotel?
You can, but I would not recommend it. Hotels offer currency exchange as a service for their guests, but the exchange rate is usually not very good. You will get fewer euros for your pounds.
And what about the airport? I saw a currency exchange desk when I arrived.
The airport is the same as the hotel. It's very convenient, but you pay a high price for that convenience. The rates are often the worst in the city.
So the rule is avoid exchanging money at hotels and airports.
Exactly. It's much better to wait until you are in the city center. You will get a much better deal.
That is a very useful tip for any traveler.
Another option you have is to just withdraw euros from an ATM, a cash machine.
Can I do that with my British bank card?
Yes, you can. You will get a good exchange rate, but your bank at home might charge you a fee for an international withdrawal. You should check what your bank's policy is.
For today, I think I would prefer to exchange the cash that I have. So let's look for a bank or a good currency exchange office.
Look, Anna, there is a currency exchange office right there.
Oh, yes, I see it. They have a big sign in the window with all the different flags.
And they have a digital board with a list of numbers next to the flags. What are all those numbers?
That is the most important part of exchanging money. Those are the exchange rates.
The exchange rate. I have heard that phrase, but I am not exactly sure what it means.
It's very simple. The exchange rate is the price of one currency in another currency. It tells you how much one is worth compared to the other.
So it tells me how many euros I will get for 1 British pound.
Exactly. Look at the board. Next to the British flag, the Union Jack, there are two columns, we buy and we sell.
I see that. Which one should I look at?
Because you have pounds and you want to buy euros from them, you need to look at the we buy column. They are buying your pounds from you.
Okay. We buy, and the number next to it is 1.15. 1.15.
So that means that for every 1 British pound you give them, they will give you €1.15.
I see. So if I give them 10 pounds, I will get 11 euros and 50 cents.
That's the idea. So when you are exchanging money, you want the we buy number to be as high as possible. A higher number means you get more euros for your money.
Okay, that makes sense. What is the other important thing I need to know about?
The other keyword is commission.
Commission. What is that?
Commission is a fee that the bank or the exchange office charges you for the service. It's how they make a profit.
So it's an extra charge on top of the exchange rate?
Sometimes, yes. Some places have a very good exchange rate, but they charge a high commission fee. Some places have a slightly worse rate, but they charge zero commission.
So you have to look for both things, a good rate and a low commission.
Exactly. Look, this place has a sign that says no commission in big letters.
So they don't have a service fee. That's good, right?
It is good. It makes everything simpler. The amount you calculate is the amount you will get.
So this place has no commission, and the exchange rate is 1.15. Is that a good rate?
It's okay. It's not the best rate in the world, but it's not bad for a Saturday morning in the city center. We could walk around and compare it with a few other places.
Do you think it will be very different?
Maybe a little. A bank might offer 1.16 or 1.17. It's a small difference if you're only changing a small amount of money.
I am not changing a huge amount. I don't think it's worth spending 30 minutes walking around to save 1 or 2 euros.
I agree. This place looks fine. It's convenient and it has no commission. I think we should just do it here.
Okay, let's do it. So now I need to decide how much money I want to exchange.
How much cash do you think you will need for the flea market?
I'm not sure. I don't plan to buy any big, expensive things. Maybe just a few small souvenirs or an old book.
And you might want to buy a coffee or a snack while we are there?
That's true. And maybe I should get enough cash for the rest of the weekend, just in case, for small things like a bottle of water or a postcard.
That's a good idea. It's always good to have a little bit of cash in your pocket. How about you change 100 pounds?
100 pounds. That sounds like a good amount. It's not too much, not too little.
So if you exchange 100 pounds and the rate is 1.15, how many euros will you get?
Let me do the maths. 100 times 1.15, that is 115 euros.
Exactly. So you should expect to receive 115 euros.
Okay, perfect. Now I know what to expect. This makes me feel much less nervous.
Good. It's all about understanding the process.
Okay, I have my 100 pounds here in my wallet. I am ready to go into the shop.
Do you know what you are going to say?
I think so, but I would feel better if we could just practice it quickly.
Of course. Another role play session. I will be the friendly person behind the currency exchange counter.
Thank you, Anna. That is so helpful. Okay, I am walking up to your counter.
Good morning, sir. How can I help you today?
Good morning. I would like to exchange some money, please.
That is a perfect opening line. Then I would ask, certainly, which currency are you changing from, and which currency would you like?
Good question. I would say I would like to change British pounds into euros, please.
Excellent. Very clear. My next question would be, how much would you like to change?
And I would say 100 pounds, please.
Perfect. At this point, I would probably ask for your passport.
My passport? Why do I need my passport?
For identification. For larger amounts of money, it is often a legal requirement to show a form of photo ID, like a passport or a driver's license.
Oh, I did not know that. That is a very important tip. I am lucky I have my passport with me today.
It's always a good idea to carry it with you when you are dealing with money or official transactions.
I will remember that. So, I would give you my passport and my 100 pounds.
Yes, and I would check the passport, and then I would count the money. Okay, so I am the bank teller. I have your passport and your 100 pounds. What happens next?
You would give me my euros, right?
Yes, I would first confirm the transaction with you. I would say something like, okay, so you are changing 100 British pounds. The exchange rate today is 1.15. That means you will receive 115 euros. Is that correct?
And I would say, yes, that's correct. Thank you.
Then I might ask you a question about the notes.
What kind of question?
I might ask, how would you like the money? Or would you like large or small notes?
Oh, I see. So I can choose what kind of banknotes I get.
Yes, it's always a good idea to have some smaller notes, like 10 euro and 20 euro notes. They are easier to use in small shops and cafes.
That's a very good point. If I only have a big 50-euro note, it can be difficult to buy a coffee.
Exactly. So if she asks, you should say, Could I have it in small notes, please?
Could I have it in small notes, please? Okay, I will remember that.
Then I would count out your 115 euros for you. I would give you maybe two 50-euro notes, one 10-euro note, and a 5-euro note. Or maybe five 20-euro notes.
And I should count the money myself after she gives it to me?
It is always a good idea to do that, just to be sure. You can do it discreetly, right there at the counter. It is a normal thing to do.
Okay, I will. And then she will also give me a receipt.
Yes, a very important piece of paper. You should always take the receipt.
Okay, so I take my euros and my receipt and my passport, and then I say, "Thank you very much for your help."
And I will say, "You're welcome. Have a lovely day in Vienna."
This role play was so useful. I feel completely ready now. Success!
I saw you through the window. You looked so confident. How did it go?
It was so easy. It was almost exactly like our practice conversation.
I'm so glad to hear that. Was the woman inside friendly?
She was very nice. She spoke perfect English. I went up to the counter and I said my line. "Hello, I'd like to exchange some money, please."
And she knew what to do?
Of course. I told her I was changing 100 pounds into euros, and she did ask for my passport, just like you said she would.
I told you it was a common requirement. It's good you were prepared.
It was. I gave her the passport and the money. She confirmed the rate was 1.15 and that I would get 115 euros.
So the rate on the board was correct. That's good.
Yes, and she did ask me if I wanted large or small notes. I was so happy I knew how to answer that question.
What did you say?
I said, "Could I have it in a mix of small notes, please?"
A mix of small notes. That was a great way to say it.
So she gave me 5 20-euro notes, one 10-euro note, and one 5-euro note. It's a perfect mix.
It is. So you got your money, and did you get a receipt?
I did. It's right here. And I remembered to count the money before I left the counter. It was all correct.
Well done, Liam. You handled that whole situation perfectly. You were a model tourist.
Thank you, Anna. I couldn't have done it without your coaching.
It's always a good idea to check your receipts after you exchange money, just to make sure everything is clear.
Okay, let's look at it together. There are a lot of numbers on it.
Let's break it down. At the top, it should say the name and address of the currency exchange office.
Yes, it does. And the date and time of the transaction?
Then, you should see the details of the exchange. It should show the currency you sold.
I see it. It says GBP 100.00. GBP is the code for Great British Pounds.
Correct. And underneath that, it should show the currency you bought.
Yes, it says EUR 115.00. EUR is the code for euros.
Perfect. Now, look for the exchange rate. It should be printed on the receipt as well.
Ah, yes. Here it is. Rate is 1.15, so that matches what was on the board.
That's very important. You should always check that the rate on your receipt is the same as the rate that was advertised.
And what about the commission?
The receipt should also show the commission fee. Let's see. Here is a line that says commission, and the amount next to it is 0.00.
0.
So they really didn't charge any extra fees. That's great.
It is. So everything on this receipt is correct and transparent. This seems like a good, honest place to exchange money.
I agree. I would recommend it to other tourists.
So now you have 115 euros in your wallet, ready for the flea market.
I do. I feel ready for anything now.
Now that I have my euros, I feel like a real local.
It is a good feeling to have the local currency in your pocket. It makes you feel more connected to the place.
It does. I am so excited to go to the flea market now. I am ready to hunt for some bargains.
You will have a great time. It's a very lively and interesting place.
I think this whole experience has been a very valuable lesson for me.
In what way?
It has taught me that these practical tasks, like exchanging money or buying stamps, are not as scary as they seem.
No, they are not.
The key is to be prepared. If you do a little bit of research and you know the key vocabulary, you can handle these situations with confidence.
That is so true. A little bit of preparation makes a huge difference. It takes away the fear of the unknown.
And it also taught me that it is okay to ask for help and to ask questions.
Of course it is. No one expects you to know everything when you are in a new country.
The woman in the office was very happy to help me. I just had to ask.
The most important phrase for any traveler to learn is probably, "Excuse me, could you please help me?"
I think you are right.
And now you have the skills to exchange money anywhere in the world. The basic process is the same everywhere.
I do feel much more confident about it now. I will never use the expensive airport exchange again.
Good. I have taught you well.
So, where is this famous flea market? Are we close?
We are very close. It's just a 5-minute walk from here. We can go there right now.
Perfect. I am ready. My wallet is full of euros.
You can buy all the interesting souvenirs you want, and you don't have to worry about whether they accept credit cards.
It's a very freeing feeling to have cash.
It is. Sometimes it's just simpler.
Thank you again for all your help today, Anna. You have been the best tour guide and language coach.
It has been my absolute pleasure, Liam. I have really enjoyed our little Saturday morning adventure.
Me too. It has been both fun and productive.
And what should we do after the flea market? All this talk about money has made me hungry.
Me too. How about we find a nice little cafe and I can treat you to a coffee and a cake?
A coffee and a cake?
Yes, and I can pay for it with my new hard-earned euros.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. I would love that.
It's the least I can do to thank you for your help.
Well, in that case, I accept. Come on, let's go and find some treasures at the market.